5:07 p.m. July 10th, 2025. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been on this side. But yeah, I got all work. I had some extra time. I was gonna go somewhere else, but that got canceled, so I had some free time. So yeah. But yeah, so I decided to revisit this again. But yeah, here the little side building that's gonna be here. Again, it's still in a more or less the production stage. They have dug the foundation, as I mentioned. But here, yeah, you can actually see them way clearer. Here. That's probably gonna be for basement outer utilities. Not sure 100%, but yeah. Well, also, as you mentioned, something I already mentioned is like they started here adding the metal for what's going to be the roof. But yeah, you can see here they haven't fully added it yet. Some parts here are still missing. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of those like kind of like those apartments where it's going to use drainage, but it's going to be a flat roof. So probably it's going to have stone one on top of it, and then actually see it from here. This is the front, so it'll be on where the parking lot. So we're pretty much behind it. So we kind of have to. So pretty much we're gonna be where that end is, and so that middle part, that little piece that's gonna stand out, it's gonna be this thing here. Yeah, we're walking near the parking lot, so things will start getting loud, and then once we walk away, it's gonna get slow. But again, so sorry in advance. If you don't want to hear it, I suggest skipping 3 minutes ish ahead, and then we'll be back. But yeah, here, this middle piece here, as you see from this angle, it's gonna be where that piece, the middle section here, is gonna be the one with the chimney, because we're actually behind the chimney. But yeah, so yeah, that's good. So that here is gonna be where the entrance is. More or less, or at least we're behind the entrance. So obviously there's going to be an emergency exit as well. Again, I will get you a front view as well, but because we're in the middle of construction and the sidewalk is closed, I have to use the other side. Yeah, and here it is directly where the entrance would be. So yeah. So yeah, it's also kind of loud cut the intersection. That's why I suggest giving 3 minutes. Well, now 2 minutes ish, but yeah. You can see here how the roof is not finished yet, and you can see some of the temporary mounds from where it's going to be the sidewalk backfills and later pavement. But yeah, this is pretty much this section here of Carmen. Don't want to show that guy. But yeah, essentially that's gonna be where all of that corner is here. And right now there's like a truck in there and actually you can see the temporary scaffolding because it's also gonna chat up a bit. So yeah, I gotta mute this a bit because someone's playing music. Don't want to copyright playing. But yeah, that's essentially where the building is gonna be, if you notice. And then zooming out a bit. So yeah, the end's probably also going to be an exit. And actually, if you see from here, it's the fire truck. You can see some of the temporary utility buildings. And here where the fire, it's going to be one of the exits. Emergency exits, maybe? Probably, but let's find out. Oh, now I remember why I don't like walking near cars because they built gas, dinosaur gas. He's even cleaner than this smell. But yeah. Alright, we're out of the egg section. But yeah, here is here is definitely going to be the elevator shaft because the way the lights is here, and then of course here where it's pretty much gated off, it's definitely going to be entered. So this is definitely going to be And this one was probably going to be a room then. Not sure which one, but that's for future meets problem. But yeah, that's gonna be the entrance, and then this will be the third floor, and I'm pretty sure the stairs will continue to the roof for anyone access it. But yeah, you can see right there where it's here, and then of course, as you see with the Carmen thing, that's where it's gonna shut out a bit. So yeah. And for those who did skip 2 to 3 minutes ahead, the noise is gone, so that's good. And then, as you can see right here, where the flagpole is, that is going to be where the main entrance will be. Cars keep moving, so I need to walk in the grass a bit to try to avoid accident cars. I'm sorry, but yeah. So yeah, that's where the corner, the entrance was going to be. That little section behind it, and that's going to be another. So it's probably going to have 3 exits. Well, like the main entrance, these stairs, and then another pair of stairs. And you can actually see it right now on this side, the temporary scaffolding, which is going to be there until official stairs and the siding can be built, as you can see for the rolling thing. And also here, of course, since last time, you can also see here some wooden beams, probably for temporary support when they start putting insulation, siding, and more these timbers. But yeah, so hopefully it does look like this, but in the end, but only time will tell. And there's of course it's temporary porta potties, and you can actually see where the former Ascension site, because I think they are going to build a secondary building next to it. And that will be the main building, secondary, but probably for things like a gymnasium. In fact, that's been suggested that it might be a gymnasium on this but gymnasium because Alba took the old one itself, and then also probably a new computer room as well, library. Yeah. So yeah, what used to be parts of the former Ascension is pretty much being fully cleared out. So it's probably going to become mostly parking for the new Carmen building, as well as probably to be the new side building if they do make it. And you can see here they're clearly so there might be more remnants than clear, but since the building is mostly demolished, I think they're just removing whatever piping's left or anything that the main demolished. Since they're going to be made over everything, and everything needs to be connected to the new building eventually, makes sense why they'll do that. But again, AV skipped. Yeah, great. Thank you for reaching your time to watch this video. But yeah, and then to recap, this area is probably going to be the main entrance. This is going to be where the main stairs are. This will probably be secondary entrance stairs, and then this one, if they do build this, probably a gymnasium and library, probably both. And as I mentioned, this will be combined total of currently South and Southeast campus combined into a single building. So whatever South is controlling and Walker building and what Southeast is controlling in Pulaski building, this is going to be it, although slightly bigger because more students, more money. As for that, as you see here, also I know there used to be a rail line stick. It's been removed, but I think they're going to grade it out as well. So we might also get a little park, since that's what's suggested here. But so Carmen might actually be getting a little playground. But since it's going to be mostly, it's probably going to be after school playground, so that, but who knows. I wonder if they'll also be getting taco trucks here. But I kind of doubt it because there's an apartment here, and unlike Southeast doesn't allow it, so I'm pretty sure they're going to not allow that either for taco trucks. I know when I was in high school, they did that. Not sure if they're still doing that. I think they still are. It's just COVID thing. Of course, UWM doesn't allow food trucks here anyway, but yeah. that's all I have to say. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.